Hello everyone. In this video I will be discussing about junction field effect transistor, that is JFET. So before discussing JFET, let's see what is FET, that is field effect transistor. The field effect transistor abbreviated as FET, and it is another important semiconductor device like a BJT. BJT is a bipolar junction transistor and it can be used as amplifier or switch. So like BJT, the FET is also used as amplifier or switch. But the principle of operation of FET is completely different from the bipolar junction transistor. But both BJT and FET are three-terminal devices. There are some differences between JFET and BJT. So we'll list out the differences between these two devices at the end of this topic. So let's see what is JFET. So if you consider the bipolar junction transistor, so it is a current controlled device. BJT is a three-terminal device. Here you can see this is the emitter terminal of BJT. This is base terminal and this is collector. So here the collector current IC is controlled by the base current, hence the BJT is called as a current controlled device. But if we consider FET, it is also three-terminal device. There this is source terminal and this is gate terminal and this one is drain terminal. So here in this device the drain current ID is controlled by the input applied voltage between the gate and source terminal, that is VGS. So that's what this device is called as a field effect transistor, because the name field effect is derived from the fact that the output current flow is, that is ID, is controlled by an electric field setup in the device by an externally applied voltage between the gate and source. Here. Hence the name is field effect transistor. And one more major difference between this BJT and FET is FET is a unipolar device, because if you consider the BJT, as the name itself indicates that bipolar junction transistor, the current is carried by both electrons and holes and hence the name bipolar junction transistor. But FET is a unipolar device because current is carried by only one type of the charge particles, either electrons or holes. That is the main difference between FET and BJT. And here you can see the types of field effect transistor. There are different classification under this field effect transistors. So FETs are mainly classified into two types. First one is JFET, that is junction field effect transistor, and another is MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or another way you can say IGFET, that is insulated gate field effect transistor. And JFET is again classified into two types. One is N channel JFET and another is P channel JFET. And MOSFETs further classified into two types. One is enhancement MOSFET and another is depletion MOSFET. And these two MOSFETs are classified again as N-channel enhancement MOSFET and P-channel enhancement MOSFET. And in the case of depletion MOSFET, N-channel depletion MOSFET and P-channel depletion MOSFET. So these are the classification of field effect transistor. So in the next video we'll discuss the construction and working of JFET, that is junction field effect transistor.